Here's the brutal truth. You're running out of time. Every second that ticks by is a second you will never get back. Yet, most people live like they have an infinite supply, as if tomorrow is guaranteed. They float through life, wasting days, weeks, years on things that don't matter. And the scariest part, they don't even realize it. Let me ask you this. What did you do yesterday? Can you even remember? Did it bring you closer to your dreams, your goals? Or was it just another day of mindless scrolling, procrastination, and empty excuses? Deep down, you already know the answer: untouchable. But here's the wake-up call you didn't know you needed. You're not immortal. You don't have unlimited tomorrows. One day, the clock will stop and you will run out of time. The question is, what will you do with the time you have left? The lies you tell yourself? Let's strip away the comfortable lies you've been telling yourself. You've been saying you'll start tomorrow, next week, or next year. But let's face it, you won't. You keep waiting for the right time, but there is no perfect moment. Tomorrow is a lie. Next week never comes. The only time you have is now, and you're wasting it. Here's the truth you don't want to hear. You're the problem. Your laziness, your excuses, your fear, they're the chains holding you back. And until you face that, nothing will change. Imagine your deathbed bed. Picture this. You're lying on your deathbed, looking back at your life. What do you see? Do you see a life full of accomplishments, risks taken, dreams chased? Or do you see a life full of regrets? Regret for the things you didn't do, the chances you didn't take, potential you never fulfilled. That regret will haunt you. But the good news is, you don't have to end up there. You can change. The cruel reality of time. Every single day, you're given 24 hours. That's 440 minutes. 86, 400 seconds. But how much of it do you actually use? Be honest with yourself. How many hours do you waste Bing? Watching Netflix, scrolling through Instagram, or complaining about things you'll never change. Most people squander their time like it's infinite. They treat like a worthless currency. But here's the thing. Time is your most valuable asset. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. And if you don't use it wisely, you're basically throwing your life away. But here's the good news. You can take control. You can stop wasting your time. You can start living with purpose and urgency. But it's not going to happen by accident. It's going to take effort. Why most people fail. Here's why most people, they're too comfortable. They've accepted mediocrity as their default. They wake up, go to a job they hate, come home, collapse on the couch, and call it a life. It's not a life. It's a slow death. And the worst part, they're okay with it. They've convinced themselves that this is all there is. They've traded their dreams for comfort, their potential for convenience. They're drowning in mediocrity. And they don't even care. But you're different, aren't you? You wouldn't be here if you were satisfied with mediocrity. Deep down, you know you're meant for more. But knowing isn't enough. You have to act. And it starts with urgency. The power of urgency. Urgency is the fire that drives action. It's the realization that time is running out, that every second matters. Without urgency, you'll drift through life aimless and unfulfilled. But with it, you'll move with purpose, with passion, with a sense of direction. So how do you create urgency? Start by facing the truth. You don't have time to waste. Every moment you spend procrastinating is a moment you'll never get back. Imagine if you live every day like it was your last. How much more would you accomplish? How much harder would you push? Your priorities are a joke. Let's talk about your priorities. Most people's priorities are a joke. They spend more time watching TV than working on their dreams. They spend more money on fast food than investing in their future, and then wonder why they're stuck. Here's the truth. If it's not a priority, it's an excuse. If you really want something, you'll find a way to make it happen. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. It's that simple. Fear is killing you. Let's talk about fear. Fear is one of the biggest time wasters there is. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of stepping outside your comfort zone. But here's the thing about fear. It's a thief. It steals your time, your potential, your life. And the only way to beat it is to face it head. Every time you let fear hold you back, you're wasting precious time. Time you could be using to grow, to learn, to achieve. Don't let fear rob you of your future. Your habits are trash. Your habits are the building blocks of your life. If your habits are weak, your life will be weak. If your habits are strong, your life will be strong. Take a hard look at your daily routines. Are they moving you closer to your goals or further away? Are they making you better or holding you back? If your habits aren't serving you, change them. Start small but be consistent. Wake up earlier. Plan your day. Spend time on the things that matter. And most importantly, stop making excuses. Excuses are poison. Excuses are poison. They give you permission to waste your time, to stay stuck, to settle for less. Stop telling yourself you'll start tomorrow or next week. Start now. Because here's the truth. There's no such thing as the perfect time. There's only now. This moment, right here, is all you have. The legacy you leave behind. Let's talk about legacy. When your time is up, what will you leave behind? How will people remember you? Your legacy isn't about money or material things. It's about the impact you make, the lives you touch, the difference you create. And the only way to build a legacy is to start living with purpose, with intention, with urgency. Stop wasting your time on things that don't matter. Focus on what does. The clock is ticking. Here's the bottom line. You're running out of time. You can't stop the clock, but you can choose how you use it. Will you let it slip away? Or will you make it count? Your future self is waiting. Don't let them down. If this message hit you, don't just sit there. Take action. Start now. And if you're ready for more, subscribe to the channel. Together, we'll make every second count, because life is too short to waste. See you on the other side.